Hi, Earth people. I'm Chinghiz together with you. Today, September 24th, 2022, and planet Earth civilization. International norm rule, norm means laws, United Nations, United Nations Charter, countries member of this organization, and all that wrong. What's happening? Despite for you, public means these laws, international norms based on democracy, human rights, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, etc. And main here, sovereign countries is the border which can't be changed by force by other countries because they have power, more power than at this attacked countries. This political sphere have economic sphere much more bad, much more evil, satanic, financial based. This economy based on money, monetary system, and all these injustices happening therefore. Very corrupt, dark monetary system. And people, country leaders, not all, of course, some of fighting in their speech, show their position, how they disagree with the situation, how they want back democracy around the world, human rights in own country and around the world. Finally, resolve poverty problems around the world, injustices, but nothing changing. So political sphere this, economic sphere, financial sphere this. But insist go to this way and take action when you know all this what's happening around or based on this financial system and political system not working. So many problems around world bullshit. It's about human beings, children, women. Insist go in this way and resolve some position declaration and Even some forum in some of many problem starting resolved semi-forum by half of measures. You know, problem that around world therefore this happening. All that based on system which ruled world. Iran in 1950s, Iranian people elected in most democratic elections the head of country, Mossadegh. 1950s. Mossadegh would announce it. He said, and before him was the Shah regime. Shah Pahlavi means King Pahlavi. Family regime. Monarchy. But Iranian people rejected this monarchy, elected democratic man, and when he took office, announced their injustices against Iranian people because in daytime, 1950s, oil of country contract with foreign companies, including British BP, Americans, they are in daytime, American oil companies, and others. The injustice, it's no good contract. Why this was happening? Why this Shah Pahlavi, Reza Pahlavi did that? It's very bad injustice and very good for Pahlavi family, Shah Pahlavi, and very good for this BP, Exxon, Chevron, Mevron, which name was daytime call it, these big oils from America. This name. And these big oils means big banks. Big banks means Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve means main owner of share, main shareholder of today's global financial system. Daytime already was newly created after World War II. World Bank, International Monetary Fund, of course, United Nations, Security Council, too, with veto rights. This is Rothschild and Co., who own global financial system. What I said is fact check. Fact check. Confirmed, verified. Look at docs. Who created Federal Reserve in 1913? Which family there? And look at docs. Who created World Bank and International Monetary Fund? Federal Reserve and mainly, and Bank of England, mainly, and others, but mainly. Therefore, they have main voices. If they vote, yes, control it, packet, okay? United States and United Kingdom in Britain. So today's world financial system this remain not changed. The shareholders remain not changed. Which reason you will say they will take and after in some period of time say, oh bye bye, we go enough, we take more money and enough this was. Bye bye. I kiss you, I love you. Huh? Does not exist. Rothschild and Co. And Iran, one of example, but very important example. And Mossadegh was called in 1956, I think. Even person of year, man of year in Time magazine. Very popular, even this region, country, very back at his reform. Rule of law, democracy, human rights, United States. Other countries, World War II winners. Huh? He said it's no good contract or contract. He will dissolve that and will sign a new contract. And immediately United States chose remove him from office. And this happened. There was some variation of coup, and Mossadegh was arrested as thief, as criminal. When he was reformist, and his position was this, as I say. He wants do better for Iranian people, and also he was democratic person. All Iranian people rights, human rights, huh? Free speech, free expression. This is not only about United States. This is about who have power and how they're using this power. This was a long time ago, 1950s, 70 years ago, approximately 7 decades. But Iran was a democratic country, huh? After that, Shah returned to Iran, and in 1979, I think, already Mullah regimes, Khomeini, which was sitting in exile in France, insecure, was ruled, commanded how Iranian people in this under monarchy system, which was undemocratic. Undemocratic. They not free speech, not free expression, never. Yes, modern view, but in Mossadegh also, Mossadegh time, democracy is democracy, but truly democracy. But Shah regime is monarchy, absolute power, plus minus. They are not a place. And America did that. And why? Financial system which ruled the world. They profit money. And this even not was on United States government interest, not was in United States national security interest, not because democracy, human rights. United States was leader country, announced themselves as leader country back in democracy around the world. And monarchy and people angry 1 decade later in 19, 1.5 decade later, during these 15 approximately years, Iranian people come to very angry against Shah regime, and there not was place for democratic persons because Mossadegh's way was closed very powerful backed by America Shah Pahlavi regime, and there was only way to religion. Reza Shah Pahlavi can't intervene this sphere. So religion, huh? And America not understand that, or France, Britain, and their policy. And Khomeini in France rule it, control it, using an Iranian people angry position. And they are happening Islamic revolution, so call it. Good, huh? International norm, law, huh? Good. United Nations Tribune. Eh, good words. They will do that. This. In practice, this happening. This is one of example. And now after Iran, in Iran happens this revolution, so called it. How many problem was there for people, not only Iranian people, regional. Even big oil international lose, and they choose punish Iran by sanctions, embargo, quite Iranian regime treating Israel, calling Iranian regime creating nuclear weapon. Again, this is only one of example. Why this whole mess happening around the world, and how we can resolve that. I saying you what should be happen, and what I saying do that not difficult, and very truly huge gain, plus gain benefit for all countries around the world. Or who will reject it? Who will not want that? Only Putler and Co. Putler even her position against own people. evil, satanic. And in climate crisis case, we're also seeing that same happening, same Mossadegh position, truly happening in climate crisis case. Attacking climate crisis activists, arresting, beating, or treating you terrorists. Some countries already passed these laws. Even in so-called democratic countries like Britain, Johnson and Truss saying, no, this Extinction Rebellion or any other. No good, no. How they can say that? What means no good? If you country rule of law, which law they violated? And for what they fighting? Killer. They're fighting killer. Climate crisis killer of Earth's people. This can be unavoidable if you will fail finally. And you're near of that. Mossadegh effect. Mossadegh method. Inverse democratic, inverse. We will save our planet. 2050 our target. We will greenwash. Same time, this last info, I already said that this big oil, big fossil fuels, behind them big banks, other name Rothschild and Co., World Financial System. They're spending $100 million for greenwash, for deniers, and even they're lying to you. BP, Shell, Exxon, Chevron, others. This new report. Why is this happening? Hitler, I know, very bad, man, woman, bad man. Very bad. Lunch war in Europe, genocidal war. They condemn him, he will acting. Why he was appeased, Putin? Huh? Despite my demanding repeatedly call, fully ignore. Huh? No problem. Putin, good man, as Bush said. We can have good business. Maybe truly have good business, both Armitage. İlham Aliyev there too. Schröder, Merkel, huh? Even Putin launched war in Ukraine before our eyes in February. Germany, stand up. No, we can't, not will. This no good. They did anything for do very needed our action measures, do that half of measures. The Germany, France, Italy, remember the initiative, Draghi, Macron, and Scholz. What they said, why? And how you can avoid this question this, not only question, these facts. United States will understand there was Putin asset truly who did treasons, as several treasons. Therefore, but now they're Biden, and in EU, in Britain, all evil, all very bad. But we can, you know, change that. In Iran, Mullah regime, very inhumane, very aggressive, Islamic courts, etc., killing people, attacking them. Many times this was. Iranian people not afraid, and Iranian people not covered. Iranian people fighting. How many victims they give Ahmadinejad time, later again, later again, and nowadays again. And where these countries who can truly stand with Iranian people, finally, or somebody will talk about international law norm. Very good. In Putin case too, international normal laws were truly happening opposite of international law and norms. What Putin are doing, what Iran doing. We should openly, very powerfully come to Iran, means stand with Iranian people. Do anything what we can, our opportunity much more, for stand with Iranian people. Truly stand with Iranian people. If Iranian people will fight this regime, as Syrian people start fight Assad regime, very covert. This NATO daytime covert position. When I call, hey, back, stand the Syrian people. Blah, blah, we can't do that, we can't do that, we can't do that. And you have this, several chemical weapons using this criminal who did crime against humanity. Assad remain in power because Putin and because Trump in White House was therefore particular. Yes, tyrant. How you can stand with democracy, human rights? Sorry. In practice means what I said. You should truly and powerfully stand with these people who fighting tyrannies. We should return to Syria. We should return to Syria. We should return to Syria and back stand the Syrian people. And Assad regime should be removed. Assad should stand before International Criminal Court. Our one of important target should be that. And we should come to Iran. I know Iranian people won't fight this regime. Need our support. If not, your blah blah and Iranian regime will continue, did all the evil job, injustice, and in region. In Israel, I said about region, how we can't ignore this very truly, already we can say that this apartheid regime is fascist regime. Again, why this Israel come to fascist regime, apartheid regime, which undeniable, fact check. Again, we see behind that regime who backed Israel in any cost, mainly United States of America, and no reason why. Which reason? Okay, you say, Americans. This against even your country's national security. Any cause stand with Israel, which created apartheid regime, doing so mess against Palestinians and treating regional countries, sometimes Lebanon, sometimes Syria, in this form. Only think about his interests. What I said is what we should do for truly for resolve problems, very serious problems. For come to be truly civilization of planet Earth. And do that not difficult. Sometimes we should fight if there are tyranny. For example, Putin. We should use Aikido. We should finally punish Putin and her authority. But now return to Iran. There woman, 22 years old, Mahsa Amini, was beaten, arrested by this Iranian, this truly this evil authority. They created some moral police woman who arresting, beating so many times was. And this woman was women rights activist, nationally Kurdish, but here not about nationality. Iranian people. Were attacked, beaten by this morality police. After that, she fell ill, was immediately sent by this ambulance here to hospital, and there, after 2 day, fell to coma, and after that died. Women rights, forcibly wearing hijab, headscarf. If not, punishment, arrest, killings. Who will do that? And which reason there? In 21st century, and people and women and Iranian people, how they're stronger back in these women who after this another brutality against women, which was a result of died because morality police and maybe hospital doctors maybe they truly normally was the treatment. This also should be questioned. I knew exactly in Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev using this, that, and I knew, and we knew exactly in Soviet Union, Soviet Empire time, there was карательная medicina. Okay, Stalin was using poisoning, killing, under surgery was killing, saying can't rescue, etc. Many times. Stalin, his opponent even. And nowadays, Ilham Aliyev using that. I several times said that. Again, full ignore. As they once said, this can't, this true. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 5 more. All opposition, investigative journalists, opposition activists, or NGO opposition, non-government organization member. Or normally come to hospital, suddenly, sharply, and die. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Ilham Aliyev using this method. Why not to use Iranian authority? Putin using that can, but Putin will like use other methods, poison or falling from balcony or window. Evil, evil. And we can, by standing truly with Iranian people, help Iranian people. Iranian people rejecting the Islamic Republic of Iran, rejecting. They openly saying that in their protest demonstration, they're rejecting this mullah regime. Their videos, their tweets. Iranian people, and we should stand with Iranian people. Use all our option and opportunity. Come to Iran and stand with Iranian people. And they will remove this regime. If Iranian authority will use force against, brutality against people, people have a right to resist. And we should stand with resisting people. Time for that. time for that. In democratic Iran, there will be problem about nuclear weapon talks, agreements, or other things. But about Israel, I said, I'm talking about why this bullshit conflicts, wars happening. Because this system ruled world is truly, clearly satanic evil. And you political leaders, countries, ignoring that, you're thinking they untouchable, you can't do anything, and you have these problems. Putin announced when he lose war in Ukraine, he announced mass mobilization of Russian people. In words, of course, he called it that another word using as partly mobilization. This all lie. Quantity 300, this lie. There will millions. Immediately 1 million, no less. Even one half. Immediate. What now? Now happening that. They announced there will 300,000, but will actually 1.5 million. And Putin called them, they will only experienced persons who have experience, was in army, etc., reservist. Okay. This also lie. All taken. Will. And this for start. For start. Later more, this Putin decision, this, I say you again, mass mobilization, they are possible even 30 million possible. This very serious. In near time, this figure can come to 10 million if need for Putin, if need. Okay. And same time, using mass destructive weapons, chemical weapons, and tactical nuke. These two things. Okay, mobilization, the population 130 million, Ukraine population, I not recall now, maybe 40, 50 million. Putin counting on that. And mass destructive weapon. This tactic. But if you think this only about Ukraine, another grave mistake this will be, and this grave mistake can truly be grave for your country security, national security. By using tactical nuke and chemical weapons, Putin several times used chemical weapon in Syria. Putler. Assad too, Putler. Assad too used it too, but Putler several times used chemical weapons in Syria. Have experience, have chemical weapon, have tactical nuke, will attack Ukraine. Same time, former Soviet republics. Stand up. Stand up and sit down. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia, Moldova. About Ukraine, we already know. Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. Possible even NATO countries. Baltic states or border countries, Poland, particular, Romania, etc. Putin planned this. Not only Ukraine. Putin counted of that. And what you should do, I say again, stand with Ukraine immediately, urgently, United States of America. Enough is enough. You're this wrong position. If will escalate, I will do more. This green light for that. What Putin announced. You green light by your position. If and you also will. I said that several times. This green light for Putin. And you seeing that this green light for Putin. Putin using your position, wrong position, and escalating and comfort with that. For Putin, his people is garbage. No human being, garbage. Fully stand with Ukraine. Alarming. There should be alarming. Because it's about NATO, it's about United States. Immediately, air defense systems. Enough quantity, and immediately, Patriots and NASAMS. Because Putin will attack by these tactical nuke and chemical weapons, by rockets mainly. They are already genocide. You can't allow more genocide. Genocide on genocide. United States and NATO. Immediately, urgently, alarm. You have time, several, maybe 1 month, 2 months, maybe not. But use that. Air defense systems, Patriots and NASAMS, both enough quantity. Needed 100, or 30, I don't know. They are Ukrainian and your specialists know in this situation in Ukraine how many needed Patriot systems. Patriot system very crucial because distance 100 kilometers is so crucial. Ukraine no small country. NASAMS good for small countries for cover the air border, air sphere. This and there should be very more HIMARS. There should be finally F-16s, enough quantity. 100 or how many? There should be tanks, Leopard 2, Leopard 2nd means. At least 300 immediately. Immediately. There should be drones, reapers, predators, this form drones. Bayraktar not will work in this situation. Bayraktar have very small range. Not enough. Bayraktar very good drone, but very have very small range. They need more range. And additional. Their rockets 300, no 70, 80 kilometers, 300 kilometers. Atoms, okay? Immediately and urgently. All that, finally, and massive form. This can work. This can be helpful. Ukrainian people not afraid. Even Putin will use tactical nuke. Ukrainian people will resist, will effect of this weapon will remove my English. But you understand, this not to stop Ukrainian people. It is not to stop Ukrainian army. This is correct. Use that. Ukrainian people very won't be free. Ukrainian people very won't remove fascist, nowadays Hitler army from his territory, from Crimea, from Lugansk and Donetsk regions, and other regions where now Russian occupants. And Ukrainian people have full right for that, and we should very powerfully stand with Ukraine. Time for that. Time for that. And Putin will see this not working. This country, former Soviet Union republics, will see Putin by his last opportunity also failed. And freedom, democracy will come to these regions. Have very good chance. Ilham Aliyev authority. Ilham Aliyev fully belong to Putin. Putin weaken, Ilham Aliyev weaken. Putin will remove, Ilham Aliyev will remove. And Azerbaijan people very angrily want end Ilham Aliyev authority. Use that. About Iran, I said. About Putin new plan on Ukraine, I said. About Israel, I said. There should be start measures against Israel, United States. For first, stop, freeze your support, military finance to Israel. For first step, do that, United States. Freeze and demand stop this apartheid regime. This is very crucial, not only to region, to all the world. Even nowadays, Israel not joining to these sanctions against Putin, even not sending needed nothing, military aid to Ukraine. When Israel have who authority are talking about that? Which authority in Ukraine, in Israel? And Netanyahu treat him back, come back, as prime minister. Very good. Welcome, Netanyahu. And you will see, I promise you, you will see how you will fail. And your position will seriously damage Israel state. Because your fascist authority, your fascist apartheid regime. And we already not will tolerate, not will ignore that, Netanyahu and co. No way. I say. About Iranian people, I will read several tweets, importance of that. And Iranian people, you should continue your protest demonstration, even increase quantity. The protest demonstration should be massive, not only in Tehran and other cities. This across Iran should be more and more. I'm not afraid. Not afraid, Iranian people. Masi Ali Masi Ali Nejad. Masi Ali Nejad tweeting. Iranian women show their anger by cutting their hair and burning their hijab to protest against the killing of Mahsa Amini by hijab police. From the age of 7, if we don't cover our hair, we will not be able to go to school or get a job. We are fed up with this gender apartheid regime. And their video, how they for protesting women. Another tweet from Masih Ali Nejad. Protest against the brutal death of Mahsa Amini is taking place across Iran. People are singing for freedom here in the city of Rasht, this city name. We don't have any media inside Iran to be the voice of these protesters. Azadi means freedom. The women protesting, their hair as flame. Okay. They're rejecting hijab. This form of protest. Good photo. Another video. They're rejecting dictator regime. This is Mahsa Amini. She was killed. 22 years old. The photo of women wearing hijab in center of, I think it's Tehran. Tweet from Karim Sanjapur. Amazing video. Iranian women burning the veils they have been forced to wear for 4 decades. And the video of that, very important. What we should do for stand with Iranian people, I said, they should be happy, fully and powerfully. We should back Iranian people on their protest demonstration, backed by internet. The authority restricted internet, but United States Treasury Department said they will do easy for Iranian people access to internet, launched several internet program, software maybe. This is very important initiative, very good, but not enough. There should be more. I say. About Putler, this short tweet, 4 tweets from Brian Whitmore. Brian Whitmore, Free Europe, Free Radio Freedom, and Free Europe site, radio, and he tweeted, the problem with claims that a coronary Putin is a dangerous Putin is that they rarely show any evidence to support this claim. For example, in today's New York Times, some Cohen, named Cohen, writes, Mr. Putin cornered is Mr. Putin at his most dangerous. Fuck you, Mr. Cohen from New York Times. These condoms, each time try use such words. From start, I already said, even in Germany, France, Italy, plus the same position they show. And United States, Kissinger, remember, in the same position. Continue back, help Putin. Putin very weak, Putin coward, need our bold position. Which one? I said. And this will enough. Putin blah blah about nuke, and he said this not bluff. This bluff. He lying about mass mobilization. This lie, this Putin each time, Putin. Putin before your eyes in plain sight. Shut down Malaysia plane, dying. Even today, lying. Putin this, Putin in plain sight, fortunate Navalny, lying. Putin this, Putin each time this, Putin no change, Putin this, okay? And Putin blah blah about nuke. This bluff. Tactical nukes, yes, will, can. Chemical weapon, can. And basta. Because he very good understand. There's no way use true nuke. No way. Because Russia will no longer exist. Western countries have enough capability, opportunity to protect themselves from such threats. And Putin very good knew that. But he bluffing, lying, treating each time. Blackmailed by energy because winter coming. Continue spend money in Germany, to Schroeder, in Italy, in France, in United States of America. Continue. Because not yet, they are not clean up happen. No clean up, Putin still there. Why you think use some sanctions against Putin? Putin will remove all his opportunity from this United States, from Britain, from France, Germany, Italy, etc., from Austria. Why are you thinking that? Why you very like and very speedily come to be naive? Without cleanup, Putin will still there. And this means Putin will do what he did and continue to do. Clean up in your soil, in your country. Crucial. Without clean up, is so obviously you will fail. Your action will fail. United States very needed in cleanup. Trump already did treasons. He already should be inducted immediately. This is so dangerous. He should be isolated. His family, his circle, their name known, their senators, their representatives who participate on these treason against United States. In states to clean up means clean up. Without that, you will fail America. Start cleanup. Start immediately. Indict Trump and arrest him. He should be jailed immediately because you're top secrets. And you will have another fact. This will give you very important, not a chance, important facts. And these facts will very seriously help you, America, restore your national security system, which broke. Very quickly restore. I say, I'll continue it. Brian Whitmore, second tweet. The only example provided is the following unconfirmed self-reported anecdote from Putin himself. That was one of the core lessons of his hard scrabble yacht that he took from the furious reaction of the rat he cornered on a stairwell in what was then Leningrad. This lie, too. propaganda, but continue it. Brian Whitmore tweeting, and he already Brian Whitmore position. In contrast, in a recent place, I co-authored it with Senegawaya and foreign policy. We exposed the myths that Putin never backed down with numerous examples of him doing just that. Putin's speech today was designed specifically to fit the myths. The West should not fall for this and should continue to provide Ukraine with robust support. Putin's speech, his partial mobilization, and his threats of escalation were signs that Russia is losing this war. Very true. Yaroslav Trofimov tweeting, Putin. I consider occupied areas of Ukraine to be Russia, and any attempt to reclaim them will trigger a nuclear response. If this principle is allowed to stand, what to stop him announcing that he considers Warsaw or Riga or Berlin to be Russia? Very correct. If you think not, who you for thinking that? Putin will use maximum form, but Putin weak. Putin covert, Putin weak, Putin playing as as he playing already from 2014, even earlier, from 2008, huh? Bush, Georgia, Sarkozy, Marcozy, Berlusconi. Charles Michel, European Union President, European Union Council President, on his speech in United Nations General Assembly, called for finally suspension and remove Russia from United Nations Security Council. And of course, this should happen automatically because Putin violated all United Nations charters. How this country, United States and EU and NATO and United Nations Security Council and General Assembly of United Nations, how this country can remain in Security Council when they obviously violated your core charter of United Nations. And enough is enough. They need reform, but first step, remove Russia from Security Council of United Nations. Do that immediately and without delay. Very, very crucial, very important. Now, this should happen now, no later, now, in our days. In coming weeks, not coming week even, no weeks. I say, remove Russia from United Nations Security Council. Time for that. In Turkey, for me, And I know that exactly. They have trio. This trio, Putin boss main, Erdogan and Ilham Aliyev. This trio, Putin, Erdogan and Ilham Aliyev. Okay? Putin, Erdogan and Aliyev. This trio, they one team acting together. Even today, Erdogan and Aliyev continue to help Putin for avoid sanctions. Even today, Ilham Aliyev fully belonging to Putin, using Putin plan for destabilize Armenia, for remove from uh, his prime minister office Pashinyan, and also created in Armenia second military base in this border side with Azerbaijan. Therefore, Ilham Aliyev was attacked Armenia, intervening sovereign country territory because Putin. This is not Ilham Aliyev solely decision. This Putin, Ilham Aliyev using, they signed agreement, memorandum agreement. This not only memorandum, this more than memorandum agreement. Union, alliance, memorandum, alliance agreement. And Ilham Aliyev fully belong to Putin. In my case, particular, they both. Soviet Union time was Soviet Union, evil empire. When Soviet Union fell apart, there are two countries. Yes, control me. Russian Federation and Azerbaijan. Mainly both Russian Federation, means Putin. And their crimes against own people, talking about Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev crimes so much, and Ilham Aliyev not touch it. This another grave mistake by United States, by EU, shamefully by Charles Michel and Ursula von der Leyen, shamefully call it the Ilham Aliyev trustworthy person, trustworthy president. Why? When they should know, they know. Putin means, Ilham Aliyev means Putin, Putler. Even Azerbaijan gas, not fully Azerbaijan gas, this partly Azerbaijan, partly Putin, Russia. This Azeri Chirag, this partly Azerbaijan, partly Putin. And EU immediately, urgently, in emergency forum. And I know their corruption, their corrupt behavior behind this decision day. They stopped Russian energy, but even coming to Ilham Aliyev, which means Putin, which tactic they're using. And Ilham Aliyev, criminal, not only intervene Armenia territory, Putin intervene Ukraine. Ilham Aliyev intervene Armenia. The same thing, not same scale, but intervention on sovereign territory means intervention to sovereign territory. Azerbaijan territory, the Nagorno-Karabakh region, not yet should be Azerbaijan territory, should be under Azerbaijan control, of course, because Azerbaijan territory, sovereign territory, Nagorno-Karabakh. But they are Putin, Russia. Therefore, how Ilham Aliyev fully belong to Putin. Intervene to sovereign country territory, this serious violation of international law and norm, United States and other countries have full docs how Ilham Aliyev start and intervene Armenian sovereign territory. Have. And they have how Putin from start was intervene, preparing and intervene Ukraine. And you have many other crimes, Tartar massacre, other crimes, 1, 2, 5, 10, and they are corruption, money laundering, buying Western politicians, including in European Council, Parliament Assembly, including EU, including Britain, including this monarchy was Queen Elizabeth and others, including. Maybe therefore, Ilham Aliyev untouchable. And additional, Ilham Aliyev crimes in Germany, not only Britain, Ilham Aliyev crimes in Italy, money laundering. Ilham Aliyev crime in Malta, money laundering and assassination of Daphne Caruana Galizia. Ilham Aliyev crimes in Turkey. I'm talking actually about this trio, how this gang. And Ilham Aliyev not yet untouchable. It's because me. Why you try fool people? How you can say because me? They daily, nightly, each second terrorize and torture me for kill. When I eating, they bomb crash Gestapo using. I can't normally eat, drink, huh? When I sleeping, what they doing? When I in apartment or outside apartment, what they doing? This all Ilham Aliyev, bomb crash Gestapo, system terror and torture each second. This obligation, you allow it, United States and EU. This obligation, Ilham Aliyev freely and fully terrorize and torture me, continue. He denied existence of Banke, and you agreed with that. Then you all have, particularly United States, Britain. We have fact check, confirmed with verified fact. Banke exists. This Ilham Aliyev Banke against me using banned weapons, sonic weapon, electron weapon, and high-tech devices. And in this case, Israel Mossad, means Israel authority helping Ilham Aliyev by putting green light. And in this case, both Putin. And you continue to deny existence of Banke, existence of this system, terror and torture, United States and EU. And Ilham Aliyev untouchable. And against Azerbaijan people, I already said which crimes and continuation of that. Crackdown after crackdown. There are more than 130 political prisoners, and each day arresting this fresh one journalist arrested, this fresh one political org arrested. Huh? Why are you appeasing Ilham Aliyev as you same as you appeased Putin, same mistake you're doing on Ilham Aliyev case. Why EU? Why United States of America? Stop that immediately. Enough is enough. Start act against Ilham Aliyev regime. Stand with Azerbaijan people, United States. Azerbaijan people very angrily rejected Ilham Aliyev authority. That's true. Need your stand with Azerbaijan people. Time for change in Azerbaijan. For that, you should start use measures against İlham Aliyev family, İlham Aliyev circle, İlham Aliyev police, KGB, prosecutors, justices, judge, and others. President administration, İlham Aliyev, this security service, Baylar Ayyubov, and others. Start use measures, not cosmetic, fully, for to disable İlham Aliyev authority. Enough is enough. No lose time. Losing time, very, very serious mistake. No do this mistake, team. I say about Erdogan. There Sadat Peker, this long time in the circle of Erdogan authority and link it to mafia, very informed person. Start leak fact about Erdogan family, Erdogan circle already from last year, maybe 1 year earlier. Very blockbusting, leaked info. Who truly Erdogan? And he was in exile in United Arab Emirates. Election coming in Turkey. Erdogan choose act against Sedat Peker. And even awarded killer for $25 million for kill Sedat Peker. When this trial start, Sedat Peker preparing leave United Arab Emirates. His right hand means aid. Emre Olur leave United Arab Emirates to Albania, but they immediately was arrested by Turkey KGB, okay. Albania authority allowed that. And now Emre Olur in Istanbul, in Turkey, threatening, torturing. And Erdogan creating plan. As was in 2015 or 16, there was coup attempt, and I said this Erdogan and Putin job. Putin was help Erdogan. And Erdogan, after that, the crackdown fully on political system, journalists, TVs, call it these Fethullah Gulen supporters. Erdogan did this coup attempt, but he called this Fethullah Gulen did. So now plus means same. Try use Sedat Peker, and Sedat Peker now created some gang in Turkey, and political and journalists, TVs, and even political parties was part of that. This possible? This plan have. Erdogan try use that. And will again crack down on political parties, and they are not will elections. To re-elections, not will. Erdogan not planning do free and fair elections. Erdogan planning still an authority, again by Putin help, by İlham Aliyev help, by İlham Aliyev money too. Anyway, stay in authority. And will use Sadat Peker case too. And my question to United States, again to United States, why Zarrab freed? Why this Baran Korkmaz, Sezgin Korkmaz, not extradited to United States from Austria? as Firtash. Why Firtash? Not yet. Not extradited to United States from Austria in Putin-Trump case. This Putin-Trump case, very important case, Firtash. But Sezgin Baran Korkmaz, also in Austria, and not yet. Zarrab was arrested and then freed. Luxury, lavish life in Florida. He helped Erdogan avoid, take billions and help Iran avoid sanctions, United States sanctions. This is Zarrab. By Erdogan order. He was operated in Turkey. He gave Erdogan billions of dollars, Zarrab. And this $billions Erdogan take on case helping Iran avoid sanctions. And again, Erdogan untouchable, Zarrab free, others. For what you doing that? United States of America. Your country already in this situation, your national security system broke because Putin, Trump, and co. And Erdogan participated in this case because your president, so-called, this, did treason. Erdogan not will use that. Netanyahu used that. Mohammed bin Salman used that. Duru Kushner and Prince. And again, I talking about Kushner and Prince, not yet, not touchable. This untouchable so much. And this untouchable, the key role on attack and broke your national security system, United States of America. Trump, Kushner, Prince, this key. Netanyahu, key. Mohammed bin Salman, key. Very crucial. Erdogan too, can I say. Ilham Aliyev, part of this trio. Putin, Erdogan, Aliyev, and how who Trump fully belong to Putin as Ilham Aliyev, fully belong to Putin. And how Trump was their crime, yeah, fleeing their foreign agent, untouchables. Manafort freed because fake pardon from Trump. Trump president after treason, and their treason, his presidency, his executive order, many of them, particular pardon case should be revoked, should be revised. Clean up means clean up. He pardoned Kushner's father. Why? Because they knew what did Kushner's father. Kushner herself was without security clearance. Alarm was from CIA, FBI, Department of Justice daytime. Zero, full ignore by Trump. And now this ignoration continue. Kushner untouchable. Why? Even Democrats on Kushner case try help Kushner. Why? This is very serious. We should watch into that. Why even Democrat Party try help Kushner, try cover up Kushner crimes. Absolutely unacceptable. And Department of Justice should act. FBI should act. CIA should act. NSA should act because Kushner linked to all that. Trump give to Saudi Arabia your top secret. Trump give to Netanyahu your top secret. Trump give some of secret to uh, Erdogan and Xi Jinping, not directly to China, not directly by schemes. But Trump give to Putin much more your secrets, top secrets to United States of America. Clean up without delay. Trump should be jailed immediately, isolated, and Trump finances should be investigated, criminal investigation, no civil. There should be indictment against Trump in financial finance case too, and Trump family, Ivanka, this Donald Jr., Eric Trump, about Kushner I already said, and others, Ron Johnson, Lindsey Graham, Giuliani, Flynn, Manafort, Stone, and others, senators, representatives, clean up by rule of law, clean up based on this fact which exists. No delay, no wait, election, stop that. This there should be alarming because your national security system broke. You can't think about such things when your national security system broke. You should act in alarming forum, Department of Justice. And in Turkey, this, I said, what planning Erdogan. Now, in Russian, I won't say few words, directly addressing Russian people. Россияне обращаются к вам непосредственно, потому что ситуация именно такая, о котором я вас предупреждал, говорил годы. Вот вы перешли к тому порогу, когда существование вашей страны под сильным вопросом. Потому что политика, так называемая политика, которую проводит Путин и его опиздевшие умы, как сама Путин. Путин гондон, без сомнения. Путин immoral, without frame. И на английском так называется. А на русском аморальный, не признающий границ. Это его частная жизнь. Но не может быть частная жизнь у главы государства. Аморальность без границ. Педофил и педераст. Всеядный означает педераст. Мужик и баба. И то, и другое. Поэтому я называю это всеядный. Это Путин, сама Путин. Его окружение плюс-минус, где все. И как они руководят страной. Говорят, они сильные, то бишь вы сильнее всех, да? Это политика и пропаганда Путина, гондона Путина, его пропагандоны. Россия сильнее всех и может брать все, что хочет, И международные нормы, законы, это России не касается. И вы ура! Ура! И вот ура, на самом деле ура начинается. То ура в другом значении. Вы под ура разрушаете свою страну. Это мобилизация всеобщая, не частичная. Пиздит, киздит Путин, Шойгу, Медведев, все лгут вам. Когда говорят 300 тысяч, это ложь. Миллион или 1,5 миллиона уже. Сказала, что там только резервисты, у кого есть опыт, тоже пиздеж, ложь. Всех подряд будут хватать. Уже начали. Кто отказывается, в тюрьму. Кто не отказывается, прощай, жизнь. Вы для Путина мусор. Сколько раз об этом говорил. Вы думаете, что это, вы думали или думаете, продолжаете думать, что это просто слова. Чингиз просто так говорит. Чингиз никогда просто так не скажет, не говорит. А вы холодильник, телевизор, все нормально. Что Чингиз говорит, это ерунда. А теперь видите, вы мусор. Ни одного из руководителей, сыновей, члены семьи вы не увидите в числе этих мобилизованных. Ни одного. Вы мусор. Путин царь, окружение бояре, а вы холопы, крепостники. И давайте на пушечное мясо числом гений Путина, числом и ядеркой. Вот тебе. Педерас Путин, вот. Увидишь, что произойдет. Дебил, блядь. Разрушает страну. А вы, народ, ура! Геноцид в Украине. Поддерживаем, Путина? Результат этого. Вы идите и помрите, как пушечное мясо. Только это вам уготовано, другого нет и не будет. А вы должны думать, а зачем вы должны это делать? Если вы этого не сделаете, я смотрел это видео, какие вы жалкие, а? Бутылки водки 5-литровые, 3-литровые, где поддаты, мы идем там на Украину там воевать. То все по колено. И будешь. Но в результате этого Российской Федерации, Россия сегодняшняя, да, как страна не станет, потому что регионы скажут хватит. Это вопрос времени, недалекого времени. Это делает Путин. Путин, Медведев, Шойгу. Они киздят, там Патрушев, Матрушев, они киздят ровным счетом наоборот на 180 градусов. Они говорят, СССР, мы восстановим границы, мы империя. Пиздят, да, киздят, бля. Гандоны, дебилы, бля. Увидели, что будет. И результат этого развал России может быть. А вы никто, кто вы такие? Пушечное мясо. До этого были мусор, а теперь нужно, что там мясо побольше, кровавое. И химическое оружие, ядерные, тактические там. И Украина сдастся. Вас много, как Жуков говорил. А? Герой. Жуков у вас герой, а Жуков был мясником. А вы нет, Жуков это герой. Мясник, мясник. Вот другой мясник. Вы идите помрите. А на самом деле, я вас призываю сказать «нет» Путину. Еще не поздно, россияне. Вы можете исправить ситуацию. Я это знаю. Ситуацию можно исправить. Если вы, весь российский народ, во всех регионах, будете протестовать народом всем единым. Если так сделаете, Путин не сможет вас мобилизовать на войну, результат которой может быть развал России. Полный проигрыш, это однозначно, но развал России. И вы должны сказать всему миру, что вы войны не хотите. Этим протестом. Не нужно бояться, что вас арестуют. Если вы с копом все будете вместе, кто вас арестует-то? Вас же много. И в Сибири, и в там, городах, и в европейской части, и юге, и севере. Скажите нет этой мобилизации. Не будем. Пусть Пескова сын. Вот. И там других, там, Медведева сынишка. Гандон, блядь, она другая. Илья или там кто. Яхты видели, да? Сегодняшний сайте Радио Свободы. Они такие, вы никто. Они 100 миллионов долларов яхты, только одна яхта. Это Медведева сын. Пескова сын то же самое. Песков кто? Президент Спок хуясос, блядь. Спикер. Вы смотрите, как живут. Бояре. А вы холопы. Бегите в водочные, запасите водки и давай помрите. И вашей страны не станет в таком случае. Но если вы восправите, будете протестовать, отвергать, не боясь Путина и его Росгвардии, я не знаю, полис, что не будете идти на войну, не хотите, и все, баста. Вы эту войну не поддерживаете, вы против войны, и в этой войне вы участвовать не будете. Это самое верное решение, россияне. Это поможет вам сохранить вашу страну и получить поддержку в будущем, недалеком будущем, а сейчас. Когда режим Путина, по-любому конец режима Путина, вот в таком случае вы можете получить поддержку, что вы выступили против Путина, против войны Путина, наконец-то. Лучше поздно, чем никогда. И полгода там война, больше полгода, 7 месяцев, да? Ну, хотя бы. Делайте это. Я вас поддержу. А это Путин. Увидите, какие твари трусливые. Их режиму конец. Я сказал. Окей. Now, about Turkey, several words in Turkish addressing Turkish people in Turkish. Türkiye halkı onurlu millet. Siz özünüzü belə adlandırırsınız. Ölkənizi böyük ölkə sayırsınız. Haqlısınız, elə də olmalıdır. Amma görün ölkəniz nə günə düşüb və sizin yaşamınız nə vəziyyətdə. Siz böyük xalq sayılamazsınız o zaman. Ölkəniz də böyük ölkə sayılamaz. Nə var bir dənə küçük bir cinayətkar dəstədir. Erdoğan ailəsi ilə və ətrafı küçücük və bütün imkanları olan vermişsiniz. Sizi ağladıblar, mən çalışım sizin imkan verin sizə ağlatsınlar, amma siz mənim səsimi eşitmədiniz o darbə zamanı. Mən dedim bu Erdoğan işidir və Putin də Erdoğana kömək edib. İnformasiya ilə, xəfiyyə istihbaratı ilə və digər hərbi kömək olmayıb, ehtiyacı yoxdur. Nəyə ehtiyac vardı ki? Amma çox ciddi kömək edibdir bu darbə baş tutsun. Yəni yarımçıq dərbə. Ki sonradan nə günə qoydu? Erdoğan qəti şəkildə sizin hamınızı türmələrə, əksəriyyətinizi Gülənki, adınızı Gülənki FETÖ'çü qoyaraq hakimiyyətini gücləndirdi, prezident səlahiyyətlərini artırdı, düzdür. Oldu diktator kimi birisi. İndi də növbəti mərhələdir. Seçkilər gəlir, Erdoğan sizin dərinizi soyub. Erdoğan'ın 100 milyardlarla dolar pulu var. Oğru pul. 100 milyar dolar vurup geçen. 100 milyar dolar vurup geçen. 100 milyar değil ondan çok. Ve Erdoğan'ın pulu. Siz ise çöreği almağa artık deyirsiniz ki herhalde imkanı ne ki çörek orada cemaate ben bakıram televizyonda telekanallarda sözlerini deyirlər ki evvelki kimi alabilmirlər. Çok şeyleri alabilmir. İnflyasiyadır, iktisadi düşüşdür, maliyyə düşüşüdür. Lira kaybedib, ne alacaksın? Dün aldığını bugün alabilmirsən. Ve bunu kim edib? Kim? Ora bura boylanmaq lazım deyil. Bir də o Erdoğan'ın həyasız sifətinə baxın, yeter. Erdoğan, onun ailə üzvləri, arvadı onun baxın deyə hicabdır da o, elə mi? Başörtüsüdür də. Onun çantaların qiyməti neçə? Bunu deyin, bunu deyin. Deyir İslam'da din, öyle mi? Bütün o müstəbdə olan her şey öz adlarına çıxırlar. Mənəviyyat. Hamısı bunlardır. Erdoğan, arvadı, uşaqları, İslam'dır, Kur'an'la oturup dururlar. Onun arvadının sifətinə baxın siz. Bir dənə epizodu deyim sizə. Erdoğan Avusturya'da ya haradaydı? İsveçre'deydi yoksa. Olabilirsin İsveçre'de. Ya Avusturya'da. Derk yanında değil. Bunun önemi o kadar da değil ama var. Arvadıyla gidip oraya. Arvadı gelip orada mağazada alışveriş çanta almağa. Kıymetleri de 70 bin dolar. 52 bin dolar. Ne bileyim 60 bin dolar. Dolar. 60 bin dolar. Bir çanta. Küçəni kapadım. Ki Erdoğan arvadı gelip markete. Çanta alır. Başında yaylıq, ve elinde Kur'an. Ha? Böyle həyasızlıq siz görmüsünüz. Bu Erdoğan'dır deyir yenə. İnanın ki o seçki keçirməyəcək millət. Türkiyə xalqı, Türkiyə milləti. Erdoğan gerçəkdən seçki keçirmə fikri yoxdur. Darbədən zaten və ona bənzər bir şey. Deyir Sədat Peker istifadə edər. Sözcüsünü tuttu gətirdi. Bir dənə damğa vuracaqdı. Yeni Gülənkilər var idi, FETÖ'çülər. İndi də olacaq Sədat Pekerçilər. Və orada siyasi partiyalar da qatar. Qatar. Deyir, əlbir olmuşsunuz. Erdoğan əleyhinə bu dövlətçilik əleyhinə sən demə. Artıq Erdoğan etiraf etmiş olur ki, diktatordur, diktator. Hakim mütləqdir. Əgər Erdoğan əleyhinə nəsə deyirsən, bu deməli Türkiyə dövlətçiliyi əleyhinə nəsə deyirsən. Bu qədər həyasız, bu qədər cinayətkar, bu qədər hırsız, yolsuz, əxlaq yoxdur, əxlaq. Özləri necə əxlaqı təqdim edirlər, amma necə əxlaqsızdırlar. Türkiyə xalqı Erdoğan rejimindən son vermək lazımdır və bundan qorxmayın, çəkinməyin. Erdoğan zəif, qorxağın birisidir və zəifdir. O bir mafya bir quruluşu qrupdur, mafya. Bundan qorxacaqsınızmı siz? Mafya nədir? Kiçik qrupdur, üzərinə gedirsən, vurub dağıdırsan, dağılır. Mehmet Ağarı, nə bilim, orada adlar var, nə bilim, Pelincək deyirlər, nə deyirlər. Sonra Yeşildağ Erdoğan'ın mafyanın əlaqələndiricisi, sağ əli. Yeşildağ kimdir? Qorxacaqsınız. Gülməlidir. Siz Erdoğan'dan qorxsanız, onda ölkənizə də təhvil verdiniz də. Onda niyə böyük Türkiyədən danışırsınız? Türkiyə xalqı, yüce Türk xalqı, böyük Türk ölkəsi olmalıdır və olacaqdır, ola bilər. Amma Erdoğan haradadır? Erdoğan Putin'in yanında, Erdoğan Şanxayda, Şanxay örgütündə, nə bilim harada. Hakimiyyətini qorumaqdan ötərdi hepsi. Erdoğan İlham Əliyevin yanında. Regionun ən murdar məxluqlarından birisi, ən cinayətkar məxluqlarından birisi İlham Əliyev. Arvadını birinci vitse-prezident təyin edir. Yəni, çəkinmədən seçkiləri tələb edin, seçkiləri nəzarətə götürün ki, orada saxtakarlıq olmasın, Türkiyə xalqı. Və seçkilərdə də qəti şəkildə Erdoğan'ı və AKP'ni rədd edin. Bir dəfəliyə, bir dəfəlik. Erdoğan onun kimdir müttəfiqi? MHP. Nədir ona? Bahçeli. Rədd edin, rədd edin. Bir dəfəlik bu yaramazları silin, atın. Türkiyənin tarixindən. Türkiyə siyasətindən. Bunu etmək çətin deyil. Siz də bir xalq olaraq bunu siz yapabilirsiniz. Məndən dəstək, qəti dəstək görərsiniz. Bu dünyanın dəstəyi deməkdir sizlərə. Amma rədd edin Erdoğan'ı, Bahçeli'ni, AKP'ni, MHP'ni bir dəfəlik. Bu mühalif partiyalarda başka kim var ki? Yine bilirik ki onlar Erdoğan değil, bilirik ki onlar hırsız değil, yolsuz değil, bunu bilirik. CHP'dir, sonra orada partili adları var. Erdoğan onları da o yedilikdir, nədir, elə bir şey yaradıblar. Erdoğan onu da vurup dağdasıdır. Ya başlayır. Ellerinde var biri o bilsen karşı ne diyeyim ne diyeyim. Hele şeylere allanmayın. Eğer allansa Erdoğan yine başınıza oyun açıp hakimiyetini koruyacak. Reddedin. Yine reddol Erdoğan. Bu yediler barəsində ne deyirsən, ne bileyim orada kasette ne demişsən, yedilen şahsını birisi o birisine karşı ne deyip. Deyip tutalım ki. Onun parçalanmağı olmalı değil. Erdoğan'a siz şans vermeli değilsiniz. Ve yediler de özlerini yığıştırmalıdırlar, ciddi olmalıdırlar ki Bu seçkiler gelir önden. Erdoğan mindine MİT elinde, polis elinde, hamısını el atır, özünə işlədir də. Bəyəm MİT dövlətə işləyir. MİT dövlətdən çox Erdoğana işləyir. O fidan var ha. Və Hulusi Akar var ha. Bu dərbi zamanı kimə işlədi? Türkiyə dövlətinə işlədi, yoxsa Erdoğana? Hər ikisi Erdoğana işlədi. Yoxsa ki, deyərdilər ki, Erdoğan, sən nə oyun açırsan bu Türkiyənin başına? Demədilər. İndiyəcən də vəzifədədirlər. Cəfəri Güvənin verilişləri var, baxın ona. Ark Əcərərin verilişləri. İfşedici, yəni araşdırmacı jurnalistlərdir. Faktlar qoyulur. Həmçində o, mən deyəndən savayı, bunu mənim dediklərimdir. Mənim sizlərə dediklərim faktlar damısı. Mən bunu illərdir deyirəm. Sadəcə mən dediklərim təsdiqini tapdı yekun olaraq. Həm də o araşdırmacı jurnalistlərin araşdırmaları var. Onlara baxın, yəni onlardan faydalanın. Yoxsa TV-də, qəzetənizdə, mediada, Türkiyədə hamısı Erdoğandır. Sabahdır, nə bilim, nə televizyonu var, televizyonu var. Orada bir qadın ki, güya dərbi vaxtı Erdoğana qoşulur, Erdoğan telefon vasitəsilə cəmaatı səslənir. Hamısı qeydirmə, hamısı yalan, həyasızcasına yalan. O qadının adı vardı o jurnalistin. Hamınız artıq bilirsiniz. Necə fırıldaqçı. Və onu kim elədi? MİT. O Yılmaz nədir orada? MİT'in medya kuratoru. Medyanı idarə edən MİT tərəfdən. Yəni Erdoğan tərəfindən. Hətta bundan önce getdilər. Bu faktlar bizə çıxdı. Cəfəri Güvən onu yaydı. Bundan sonra da yenə rədd edin onların qəzetələrini, onların TV kanallarını. Baxmayın da, sırf baxmayın. Deyir, rədd edin, boykot edin, boykot. Baxın müxalifət qəzetələrini alın, oxuyun. Baxın müxalifət kanallarına və internet əsrdir, YouTube'da baxın. Dedim kimlərə, Cəfəri Güvəndir, Ark Əcərərdir, bu kimlər ki, mövqeyi var. O zaman Erdoğan sizi çaşdırıb aldamaz. Və seçkiləri də nəzarətə götürün ki, saxtakarlıq olmasın. O mənada nəzarəti götürün. Seçkiyə müdaxilə demirəm edin. Yəni monitor ki, gəlib oradan kimsə müdaxilə edərsə saxtakarlıq həmən qarşısına alarsınız. İmkan verməyin. O zaman Erdoğan hakimiyyətinin sonudur. Sizinlə birliktəyim Türkiyə milləti. Adım da Chingiz'dir. Okay. Today this. I am Chinghiz together with you as people.